Legend FM Kickstart. John with you this morning. Yandra. Okay, right now, catching up. I teased this a little earlier about a special guest coming in. We have the U.S. Ambassador to Fiji, Mr. Joseph Cella.
Correct.
Good morning.
John, good morning. Honored to be here.
It's Independence Day, America's Independence Day. You were saying a little earlier, this is the, how many years of independence will you be celebrating?
July 4th, 1776 is the date on our Declaration of Independence. So 244 years this year of our independence from England. The Continental Congress officially voted unanimously for our independence on July 2nd. 1776, but July 4th is the date on the document, and with great fanfare we have celebrated this great moment in human history.
First of all, how's your experience been in Fiji?
It's been a blessed time. It's an honor to serve, a joyful time, and the Bula welcome began on the aircraft out of San Francisco when one of the flight attendants picked up my baby Josepha and walked him around, and that has manifested itself in any number of ways subsequently.
So you didn't know who this person was, and she just picked up your kid and was like...
The gentleman was sort of a quick foster uncle to baby Josepha, and
so cute.
It's been wonderful since.
So being away from home, being away from your family back in the States, what's independence like? What does it mean to you being an American here in Fiji during what we're going through right now?
It's a great question, John. It is a reminder of the preciousness of life and liberty brought into a uniquely full way. Life has entered an uncharted area for really the world, and it's a moment really, I think, to take account of what really matters in life, the brevity of life, and really rejoice with our allies and partners, Fiji among others here that I'm accredited to reflect on those common principles our countries are founded upon in our founding documents, Judeo-Christian principles, and maintaining these hallowed principles of the preservation of our liberties, our lives, and freedoms.
So, since today's independence, any big celebrations planned for the day?
Well, our official celebrations, Independence Day celebrations, otherwise known as J4 celebrations at the embassy, have been postponed until September due to the costly and killer pandemic we're dealing with. We'll be doing a smaller gathering of friends and colleagues at the residence today, and in communication with family and friends back home as well.
Now, I asked a friend of mine if she had the chance to sit down with you, what would she ask you?
Yes, sir.
And she showed me a tweet that you had put out about your cinnamon rolls. So will they be making an appearance at this small gathering today?
Cinnamon rolls will not be, but they'll be making an appearance in your studio as a gift to you to taste them here in the next couple of weeks.
You had it here first, Fiji.
So our great chef, Ty, has taken our family cinnamon rolls. I've asked him to figure out a tropical way of doing it, which he's done by weaving in coconut and some popo and pineapple and banana. So I hope you'll be pleased with it, John.
I will be. If you feed me, I will be happy. That's for sure.
We'll take care of you.
Now, there's a song set to go next. Would you mind telling me a little bit about it? God Bless the USA from Lee Greenwood.
Country singer Lee Greenwood, one of the greats. He, in 1983, in September of 1983, you may remember the Soviet Union, the then Soviet Union, shot down a Korean airliner, killing hundreds of people. It was a moment of great crisis. It drew Lee Greenwood in to himself to reflect on the blessings that we have as a nation and what we represent. And 2 months later, in November, he wrote this song and recorded it, and it has been a hit, a timeless hit. And entering Fiji, I pleasantly discovered that country music is greatly followed here. So it is. I'm honored you'd play it on the day of our independence. But it's a reflective piece that was rolled out in 1984. And then again in 1990, when we entered the Gulf War, and then it gained greater acclaim after the 9/11 attacks. And so he has rolled out yet a later version now in collaboration with the Air Force Band and the U.S. Air Force Band and the Home Free Guys, which is a great band, country band in Nashville, Tennessee. So using this moment of crisis, really international global crisis, reminding ourselves of the preciousness of life and liberty and the freedoms we've been blessed with.
If there's one thing we Pacific Islanders, Fijians in general love, it's either reggae or country music. So this is a welcome addition to our Legend FM library. Just one thing before I play the song. Sure. At the beginning when you were talking about the song. Meanwhile, the current ambassador from the U.S. to Fiji will probably be taking my job after all of that. So, yeah.
I'd be delighted to come in and be a guest assistant to you.
Maybe like a co-host situation?
Or an intern. Guest intern now and again, John.
Legend FM, bridging international relations.
I stand in your shadow, building bridges. But I stand in your shadow, sir.
When you started describing the song, talking about it, you said, I may remember. Sorry, what year was that?
1983. So September of '83 was when the Korean airliner was shot down by the Soviet Union, and then it was in October of '83 when Lee Greenwood wrote the song, and then in November of '83 rather than, and then in 1984 the song debuted on his album that year.
No, I only brought it up because I wasn't even a thought in 1983, so I don't think I would have remembered, but I know the reference.
Very good.
Here's the song, God Bless the USA, Lee Greenwood. And thank you for coming in today, Mr. Ambassador, and happy independence.
Sir, thank you, John. Great to be here.
FMF Breakfast Crack.